Good morning, Pio Nation. I hope you're having a great morning. My name is Matt Williamson, and you're watching Marietta College Esports. This morning, we have our Pioneers going up against Trine University in Rocket League. And now the other games with Overwatch and League of Legends, those have been rescheduled to tomorrow afternoon. So first of all, thank you for waking up this morning to check out Rocket League. But we do have several other games for you. So after the Rocket League match, we won't have the other games just yet, but this afternoon at 4 o'clock, our League of Legends team will be going up against the University of Wisconsin Whitewater as part of the College League of Legends tournament. And then tomorrow we'll have our League of Legends and Overwatch matches against Trine as part of the Great Lakes Esports Conference. And we are getting the lobbies set up. So while we're waiting for that, let me give you the starting lineup for the Pioneers for our Rocket League team. So we have Brandon Larson as Larson. We have 7-time David Stratton, and then Thaxter 21 Grant Swan. The team's been practicing pretty hard and been making some really good progress. Last week, they played against Mount Union, and it didn't go in their favor, but they had some really good plays. Their second game was very dominating, so there's definitely a lot of potential for the team to take this match. So while we're getting everyone to lobby, because we'll be starting in just a few minutes, a couple of other announcements besides the fact that we have a few matches, another match later today and two tomorrow. Just some things that are coming up. As some of you are aware, we have been partnering with an organization called Versus Cancer, where they have been really emphasizing fundraising for pediatric brain tumor research. So for about the next month, or actually about another 3 or so weeks, we are going to be campaigning to help with that cause. So we've been working on trying to raise funds, and we've already raised about $130 at this point. So thank you for your support. Every bit of that is going to help. The way this is set up is half of the proceeds will go towards the research itself. And then we were given the option to have the other half go towards a children's hospital of our choice. And we've chosen the Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. So your proceeds will help towards that as well. So if you want to help us with trying to see if we can get some funds going to help with this research and for the Children's Hospital, you can go to bit.ly/MC versus cancer. And any donation would be much appreciated. Even if it's only just $1, that's still going to go a long way. And we're hoping in a couple weeks that we'll have a really nice event on campus where we can kind of celebrate the funds and give a nice big push to see if we can encourage people to help with raising funds for pediatric brain tumor research. Also, what's coming up in a few weeks is Valentine's Day, as I'm sure everyone is aware, but there's something very special with Marietta College and Valentine's Day. That is also the college's birthday, whether you knew that or not. So yes, Valentine's Day is also tied into when Marietta College was chartered back in 1835. And as part of that, the college is participating in what is called the Day of Giving. So this is an opportunity to help the college with a variety of different projects. So if you're willing to help support Marietta College in general, you can go to www.marietta.edu/give, especially on February 14th. So we're trying to encourage as many people, especially alumni, to help give back, to give our students the same opportunities that we all had when we were students. I mean, I'm alone myself, and I can tell you that my experiences here as Marietta, both as a student and faculty and esports coach, have been absolutely amazing. So hopefully we can give something back to our students to give them those same opportunities that we had. So we have all those coming up. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, 4 o'clock today will be our League of Legends match. And then tomorrow at noon, we'll have another League of Legends match against Trine. And then around 2 o'clock will be the Overwatch match. Now, that time may vary depending on just when the League of Legends match ends. But let's talk about this game right here. So we're still trying to get everyone in the lobby. It looks like mostly everyone is there. Yeah, so as soon as we get everyone going, we will get started. This is going to be a best of 5 for Rocket League. So I don't know who's on what side just yet. I'm just checking here. Okay, so we have almost everyone on. So we should be starting any minute now. So we do appreciate everyone's patience as we get things going here. While we are waiting, if you're not following us on what's going on with Marietta College Esports, this would be the perfect time. So you can go to our Facebook page. You can go to facebook.com/Marietta College Esports and follow us there. You can follow us on Twitter, so you can go to @Marietta Esports. You could even go to our YouTube channel. So that is bit.ly/Marietta College Esports. You can probably also just go to YouTube and search Marietta College Esports and you'll find it without too much trouble. So we take all of our matches that we broadcast here on Twitch and we will upload them to YouTube. They will appear 1 week later. Part of that is just because the affiliation agreement with Twitch that we can't put stuff up right away. However, if you don't want to wait a week, if you want to watch this match right afterwards, you can always subscribe to our Twitch channel. Your subscriptions not only give you access to our VODs, but they give you access to our custom emotes, courtesy of our communication and brand management department. And at least in my opinion, I think they are awesome emotes. They've done a great job. But you would also be supporting our esports program. All the subscriptions that we receive help with building the program, and it's paid off. If any of you get a chance to come to the campus, please be sure to check out the esports room. We are working on supporting console gaming. So I mean, we were able to get a Switch. We've gotten a pretty nice screen, pretty large television screen. We got furniture. So we are looking to supporting esports that involve console gaming. For instance, we are looking into forming a Super Smash Brothers team. We are looking into supporting a Call of Duty team. So your subscriptions have actually helped with making that a reality. So we are seeing the effects of your support, and we thank you so much for that. Now, if paying it for a subscription is something that you can't really do, well, if you have an Amazon Prime account, then you have a Twitch Prime account. Twitch Prime is the monthly subscription that gives you all sorts of perks, whether it's in-game loot or skins or stuff for different types of games. But it also gives you a free sub every month that you can give to any Twitch channel you want, including us. Doesn't have to be us, but it could be us. And that would also count as a monthly subscription. So even those would be greatly appreciated. All right, so we are still trying to see what's going on here in the lobby. I think we're still waiting for someone to join. So as soon as we get that going, we will get that started. So just give us a minute, see who. All right. Yeah, so we are still waiting for, I think, one more person to join the lobby. So I'm going to check on that real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and put up the link for Versus Cancer while we are waiting for that. So that way, if you want to help with donating towards that, it'd be much appreciated. I'm going to step away for just 1 second to see where things are at, but we should be going any minute now. All right, appreciate everyone's patience. Just making sure that everyone's going to be in the lobby, and it should be starting up any second now. All right, there we go. People are starting to join. In fact, I'm going to get the audio going because we're going to be getting this match underway. Literally, we're just seconds away. So it looks like Marietta is going to be on the blue side, and Trine will be on the orange side. Looks like everyone's in. And we are ready to go. This is game one, Marietta College versus Trine University, best of 5. And we see Marietta got the first hits. Looks like Marietta is putting on the pressure onto Trine's side of the field. We see Ando trying to knock it over, and Mako tries to knock over to the left side, but Thaxter is right there to block it. Maria's putting the pressure. Larson goes for the shot, and Mako makes the save. And then Mako makes a shot. The goal is undefended, and Mako gets the first score early on. So it seemed like Marietta was putting on some pressure, but Mako makes a nice hit, and no one was there to defend. So Marietta's going to have to be careful to make sure they do not leave the goal exposed like that. You see the ball, next part of the game going. Larson's going to try to defend, block it back. Penguin's going to take a shot, but it was well defended. 7time's going to be dribbling out through the center. But it was a little too fast, and Mako's knocked it over to the left side. Larson tries to block it over and whiffs a little bit. Now we see Mako trying to make another shot, but 7time is there to block. Now here comes Ando trying to bring the ball over to Marietta's side of the field. And we see Thaxter trying to knock it over, and Ando deflects it just a little bit. We see Mako trying to pass it over to Ando and just kind of knocks into the air. We see Thaxter taking a shot, but it's just a little bit to the left. So Penguin's going to be trying to set things up, passing over to Ando. But the ball is staying on Trine's side. Marietta needs to be able to take a shot at the goal. The ball's been kind of actually staying in the same place for about a good 30 to 40 seconds now. And now the ball's being set up, and Thaxter goes for the shot, and he gets the goal. You knock it over the Trine side enough times, it'll eventually go into the goal. It does hit the crossbar on the top, but it does deflect into the goal. So it is now 1-1 with 3 minutes, 21 seconds left in game 1. And then 7time knocks the ball over, and Ando will try to take it over and put some pressure on the Marietta's side, but Larson is there to defend. Thaxter will knock it over, and Penguin deflects it over to the other side of the field. But Mako is there to try to set something up. And Penguin demos Thaxter 21. Larson goes for the block, and Thaxter's going to be knocking it away. Nice block over there. But Mako will knock it over to the other side of the field, but now is on Trine's side of the field. Penguin's going to be knocking it over back to Marietta's side, but Marietta's there to block it back. Mako will try to set it up, while Ando will go for the shot. But Larson is there to kind of slow down the ball's progress. But Penguin is knocking it way into the air, trying to center up and go for the shot. And Mako could have made the shot, but missed. But actually, with the back hit, does end up getting in there. Mako does miss, but actually that might have been 7time that tipped it in. Not sure, but it is now 1-2, 2 minutes 32 left in game 1. And 7time makes a nice shot, and Mako is there to defend, and Ando will knock it over to Marietta's side of the field. And Penguin does try to go in for the shot, but does not get the right angle. So now Larson's going to try to bring the ball over, at least that Mako knocks it to the side. We see Larson go for a shot, but it's just a little too high. Can there be a follow-up? So Thaxter will try to do something, but Mako is there for the save. 7time tried to block it, but was off by just a little bit and gets demoed in the process. Then the ball's just kind of hovering over to Trine's side. We see Thaxter knocking it over. So Marietta's trying to keep some pressure, but Mako is saying no, no, no. You're not going to let that be over there. And goes a shot for the goal. And does get the goal in, and that was just a miss on 7time's. Well, that was on Thaxter's part. So Mako goes for a shot. Thaxter tries to defend it, but was off, and that does give the goal to Trine. So it is now 1-3, a minute 37 left in game 1. The ball gets knocked over to Trine's side, and Mako gets demoed in the process, and Larson will knock it over, but Ando will try to knock it back. So Marietta has just a little over a minute left, but they're going to have to get 2 goals if they want to get this into at least overtime. So we see 7-Time trying to go for the shot. Larson knocks it over, and it's in. So Ando tries to block it, but Larson's able to lob it over both Mako and I couldn't tell, I think it was Ando, and was able to get in. So it's now 2-3. So Marietta's only down by 1. They have just a little over a minute left. So can they get that third goal to tie it up? Larson gets the first hit. We see Thaxter knocking into the air, flying over. Let's see if he tries to at least center it up for follow through. Larson tried to get something in there, but didn't quite connect. Ando's knocking it away. Marietta has less than a minute to get a goal in, and we see Penguin trying to go for something quickly, but it just gets knocked over to the other side of the field. Now Ando's going to try to set up something. And that was scary right there because it bounced quite a few times on Marietta's goal, but fortunately it did not go in. So now we see Larson going to try to set up the play. 35 seconds left. 7-Time kind of blocks it over. Marietta is pouring on the pressure, but the 30-second warning coming. See Larson knock it away, and it's not defended, but it's just too far to the left. 20 seconds remains. So Marietta is going to have to make a play right now if they're going to have any shot. Thaxter does deflect, and this could be Marietta's chance for a goal. 13 seconds left. So now 7-Time's knock it over. Ando knocks in the air. 10 seconds remains. And they went for a goal, and Thaxter was able to defend, but there's only 3 seconds left, so they're going to have to keep the ball in the air to see if they can get a goal in time. And Mako does block it, and it's still in the air. And unfortunately, Marietta just ran out of time. Oh, that was a heartbreaker, so close. So with that, game 1 will go to Trine University, but that one was really close. I mean, I think there's just a couple of mistakes there with defending the goal, with having it undefended for that first goal and then missing that one block. So hopefully the Pioneers will not kick themselves too much. I mean, they are mistakes, but they are easily correctable mistakes. So if they can clean that up, they can definitely take the next couple of games. So now we're just waiting for everyone to get ready as we get game 2 set up. So I think we're just giving it a couple of seconds here. All right, so we're getting lobbies set up for game 2. And it looks like they might be swapping sides. Yeah, so they're going to be swapping sides this time. So Marietta is going to be on the orange side. So as soon as we're underway, we will get things going. All right, here we go. This is game 2, Marietta College versus Trine University. So let's see if Marietta can correct or clean up some of the things from game 1. And we see Trine already putting on the pressure, and Mako tries to go for the goal but does not quite connect. 7-Time will be taking the ball over, and Ando knocks it over to his left side. And we see Mako bringing the ball over, and then Thaxter is there to disrupt. We see Trine trying to set up something. Nothing quite connects, and now Thaxter has control of the ball, but Penguin knocks it away. The ball was still on Marietta's side, kind of just tucked in the corner there. And 7-Time does get demoed by Ando. And this may be Trine's chance to see if they can get a score in. But it gets knocked over onto Trine's side. Ando tries to deflect it, but actually bounces it over to his side of the field. But he still has control of the ball until 7-Time knocks it away. So it is centered up, but Mako will knock it over. But 7-Time blocks it back. And now Penguin's knocking it away. Thaxter knocks it over to the left side. So Trine is trying to put some pressure onto Marietta, and it goes straight for the goal, but Thaxter's there for the epic save. So now we see Thaxter trying to knock it over there, but it doesn't get quite the angle that he wanted. And Mako was trying to go for a shot, and he's going to try to tip it in, but Thaxter is there for the deflect. But Ando is there and with the follow-up, and they do get the goal. Now we see Thaxter getting the first hit, knocking over to Trine's side. We see Mako is going to try to knock it away. But Larson tries to go for the shot, and 7-Time will go straight for the goal. But Ando is there to deflect. but 7 Time is trying to put the pressure on, and it actually gets knocked over to almost Marietta's side. Now it is over Marietta's side, and the ball is hovering dangerously close to the goal line, but 7 Time will knock it away, but Penguin will put the pressure back on. 7 Time knocks it over to the corner. There's a lot of contention there. Thaxter takes a nice shot to get it away from the goal. Mako tries to take control of the ball and will knock it back over. And we see Larson and 7 Time Penguin just fighting for the ball, but Ando actually knocks it away. We see Thaxter hovering in the air, knocks it over to the right side, but Mako is there to take control of the ball, but does get disrupted in the process. And the ball so close to going in, and Mako does get in there with the finisher. That was unfortunate. The ball was just kind of hovering over there, didn't quite go in. That was Marietta's chance to defend it, but Mako went straight in for the kill. So now Trine is up 2-0. Marietta has not had a chance to score this time. I mean, Trine has really stepped up their pressure, and Marietta's going to have to respond. So we see Mako's taking control of the ball and doesn't quite get in the goal, but they try to follow up. Now Larson's going to be knocking it away, taking it over to Trine's side, but Ando has control of the ball, bringing it over in the air, trying to keep it away from the Pioneers. But Ando gets demoed, but Mako tries to go for the shot, and Larson was there at the last second to save it, but Mako's just staying right there, waiting for an opportune time to go for the goal. And we see Ando trying to make a shot, or at least center it up for Penguin, but the shots are too high. Thaxter deflects it away a little bit. But now there's a minute 50 left, and Marietta still has to get something on the board. So we see 7 Time knock it away, but it gets knocked over to Marietta's side. Thaxter blocks it over to the right side of the field, at least from his perspective. And we see Thaxter demoing Ando. But now the ball is on Marietta's side. Mako tries to go for the shot. It was just too far. Mako gets demoed, so this is Marietta's chance to try to get something on the board. But Penguin disrupts Thaxter's dribble, and Larson tries to go for the shot, but misses. 7 Time will bring it over, and Ando gets demoed again. Mako goes for a huge shot to the field, but it's deflected by Thaxter. But then Penguin tries to go for a shot, but it just doesn't quite connect. Mary needs to get the ball out of the way, and unfortunately they do, but time is not on their side. They still need 2 goals with only 1 minute to go in this game. And the ball is hovering over on Trine's side, but Marietta has to try to take a shot. They have not really made any shots to the goal in this game at all. 50 seconds left. So Ando had to go for a shot way in the air. Penguin tries to set it up, I believe, for Mako to make a shot. But Larson will knock it away, but Penguin knocks it over to the other corner of the Marietta side. And a nice shot there by Thaxter. It's not going to go towards the goal. Penguin's going to try to get control of the ball. 30 seconds remains. Larson does deflect it, so it keeps the ball on Trine's side. But they have still yet to score a single goal here. So 7 Time will try to deflect it, but Ando is bringing the ball over to Marietta's side with only 13 seconds left in this game. So now we're down to the 10-second warning. Now I have seen things happen, and Larson gets the goal with 6 seconds remaining. I have seen games where people have come from behind with less than 11 seconds to go. So we're not over yet. The game's not over until the clock hits 0. So there's 6 seconds left, and Mary needs to get another score to get into overtime. So can the Pioneers do this? So we see 7 Time getting the first hit. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. The ball is still in the air. 7 Time will try to kick the ball in the air. Thaxter will bring it over. Penguin knocks it into the air, and it's not going to look like it. It does hit the ground, and unfortunately, there's just not enough time there. So once again, a great effort by Marietta, but it's just too little, too late, unfortunately. So Trine now is leading the series 2-0, but it's not over yet. It's still a best of 3. So if Marietta can take one, then we can get into a game 4. So the reverse sweep is definitely possible. So right now we're just waiting for everyone to get ready. I think it's just kind of waiting for the next match, about 30 seconds or so. Or maybe not. right, so this is match point for Trine. And it looks like Marietta will take the blue side. So we should be getting started any second now. So Marietta is going to have to step it up. They are able to get goals onto Trine, but they just have to make sure they start early, they start strong, and do everything they can to protect from Mako. Mako is the big playmaker for Trine. And we see Mako, speaking of Mako, is already trying to go for a goal onto Marietta's side, but doesn't quite get the angle he needs. And we see Penguin knocking it over, trying to center it up. And Ando gets the early goal. It is not what Marietta needs to get this started on. They're starting with this game. So Ando was just right there, ready to sink it in. Okay, we see that I think Trine got first hit. So Mako tries to go for the shot, but Larson is able to defend it. Now Penguin knocks it to the other side, but Larson has somewhat control of the ball, but still gets knocked over to Trine's side of the field. Now we see Penguin trying to bring it over to Marietta's side, so it's the back left corner. But Thaxter is there to block. So it looks like he's going to try to go for a shot, but doesn't quite line up where it needs to be. It's hovering it over so close. Thaxter tries to go for the shot, but it doesn't quite connect. Oh, that was so close. So now we see Penguin trying to go for the connect, and it does go in. Marietta was just not there to defend in time. And with 4 minutes left in the game, Trine is already up 2-0. So Marietta has to be careful. They may be in that do or die mentality, but if they get careless, then that's going to open up trying to get some more goals and make it more difficult for Marietta to try to come back in this. So we see Ando taking the ball over, but does get knocked over to Trine's goal, but Mako was there to defend and knocks it over 7 times. Tries to go for the shot, but Thaxter was there to defend. Thaxter tries to disrupt it. Mako tries to go for the shot, but it does get blocked. So now we see Thaxter trying to bring the ball over and gets demoed by Mako. So Larson 7 times will try to keep the ball onto Trine's side. But Penguin now has control of the ball, but it gets deflected away, so Mako will take control of the ball. And it has an open goal, but a nice defense there by Larson to knock it away. But we see Mako trying to go for the shot again. And that was a disgusting play there. Just hovering in the air and then just going for the kill. Ow. If you're Trine, you are cheering for that for sure. But now Trine is up 3-0, less than 3 minutes to go in this game. And the goal is wide open, and Larson attacks very quickly. This is exactly what Marietta needs to come back. So never say die. So that goes to show you that people can score very quickly. So now we got about 2 minutes and 51 seconds left. Marietta is down 1-3. So we see Thaxter trying to go for the ball, at least contesting it with Mako. And it knocks over close to the goal, but Penguin was there to the block. Larson tries to go for the shot, but misses a little bit. And we see Thaxter getting a nice goal, and the goal was undefended, but Ando was there just in the nick of time to block. We see Mako trying to set up a play, but 7 times is doing his best to disrupt. Where this Mako's trying to center it, and Ando is there for the follow-up. So it brings it down, and Ando was able to knock it in. So now it's 1-4 in favor of Trine. Larson does get the first hit. Marietta's got to score very quickly. They need 3 goals in about 2 minutes just to stay alive. Otherwise, Trine will take the match. And Endo gets the score again. So Penguin just sets it up. And this just might be a case where Trine's going to run away with this game. Now it being 5-1 in Trine's favor, 2 minutes left. So we see the ball hovering over into, that was dangerously close. It was hovering right on the goal, just about to explode, but Marietta was able to knock it away. So we see Thaxter 7-time going for the ball. We see Mako trying to go for another shot, but blocked by Larson. So now Penguin has control of the ball. He's trying to set up the play, but Larson does knock it away. And Mako is able to disrupt it. We see Thaxter going for a shot, but does get blocked by Mako. And then we see 7-time going for another shot. So Marietta's trying to make more shots, which is great, but it's got to turn into goals. There's only 1 minute and 5 seconds left, and Mako's going to go for another goal, and it does go in. So with a little over a minute left, it's not looking good for the Pioneers at this point. Marietta had to come, quite the comeback for this. So now we get the 1 minute warning. And another score by Trine, and I'm afraid to say, but it just almost seems like the Pioneers have given up at this point. Thaxter tries to go for the block and ends up demoing Penguin in the process. Now we get the 30-second warning. We see Endo trying to make another play with 20 seconds left, but it doesn't quite connect. In fact, 7-time was there for the save. We see Mako trying to go for another goal, but 7-time was there to deflect it. So 10 seconds left. You think that Trine's going to try to go for one more play. 2 seconds, 1 second left. And that will do it. So with that, Trine will take the series 3-0. So you hate to see that. The first two games, even though they were losses, they were very close and they were very winnable by Marietta. Just some little mistakes here and there. And then in game 3, Trine just kind of kicked it up a notch and showed no mercy on Marietta. All right, so that will be it for at least this morning. So thank you for watching. Just a couple of quick reminders. So we do have our League of Legends match this afternoon against University of Wisconsin Whitewater. That'll be at 4 o'clock Eastern time. So please be sure to come back for that. And then tomorrow we will have our conference match in League of Legends against Trine at noon, and then followed by our Overwatch match against Trine. So that'll start at noon. Overwatch will probably around 2 o'clock, but I think it's going to depend on when the League of Legends match ends. So once again, thank you for watching. If you haven't followed us on social media yet, please be sure to do so. You can follow us on Twitter at Marietta Esports. Facebook, you can follow at Marietta College Esports. You can also follow us here on Twitch, so whenever we go live, you will be aware of it. So with that, we thank you for watching and hope we do see you later on today.